I can't believe I'm saying this, but I do wish I was a little shorter. That'd make this entire thing quite a bit easier. So maybe I should sit down. It does work. I just need to frame it differently now. Hi Internet, Oric speaking, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are covering a very highly requested topic, which is how to do the Titans chip inside of Mario Strikers Battle League. Now the Titans chip is actually from Mario Strikers Charge, the previous game. But if you understand how to do it from MSC, it won't take you very long on how to transfer that skill over to Battle League. Now, quickly before we get started, for those of you guys who are longtime viewers, you might be wondering why I'm not using a capture card this time. And that's because I wanted to be able to point exactly to specific spots on the screen. That way I could kind of draw your attention on where you should be focusing with just by pointing. So first things first, you should jump into the Hyper Strikes practice inside of the training mode. This is the best way to practice any kind of trick, technique, refine your skills, refine your movement. It is the best episode or chapter that you could practice on. So next, we're going to be switching over to Peach. Characters like her are fast, they're mobile, and they rely on pressure points and setup to get goals, not just by raw shooting. So a character like Peach is a great person to start with, and once you get comfortable with Peach, you could then practice down with other characters, especially if you have custom gear. Now for the Titans chip, real quick, let's talk a little bit about the lines and the stuff on the screen. Now I probably should say, big disclaimer, I don't play soccer or football. I read these all online. So what I call them and what they could be named could be off. So just keep that in mind. I don't play. First up, this is the penalty arc, which is connected to the 44-yard line. This 44-yard line is supposed to be 18 yards across, and the smaller box inside is 12 yards by 6 yards. Now to start with the Titans chip, you are going to be running parallel slightly below the 18-yard line, which is right here. And for most characters, you want to be shooting smack dab in the center of the 44-yard line and the 12-yard line, so right here. That's when you're going to be releasing the ball. Now for Peach, because she's a little bit faster, you actually release it a little bit sooner, which means your angle will have to be a little bit more precise. We'll get to that in a second. Now that you know where to align for and where to be, let's talk about another mechanic known as the Z or L chip. So by holding down the ZR button and pressing the Y button, you will do what's known as a chip, or a manual chip, or an L chip, or a Z chip. There's a few names for it. And what you're going to do is you are going to release a uncharged, so don't charge the L chip, just a quick tap of an L chip, a little bit closer to the 44-yard line with Peach, but basically in the center. And once you get comfortable bouncing against the wall, we're gonna move on to the second stage, which is you have to angle it to make Boom Boom or the goalie move in a very specific way. So notice if you just chip the ball back and forth, and you're outside of this 18 by 44-yard line, the goalie doesn't react, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't care. But notice as soon as you step inside of the goalie box, the goalie will go after you. And this is important because by sending the ball at a specific angle in a certain way, you can make Boom Boom move in a very predictable position, which is what we're trying to accomplish. So by doing a chip, but angling it slightly up, notice how Boom Boom moves back trying to catch the ball off of the wall. He doesn't go jump for it, he doesn't do anything, he just sits back and lets the ball come to him. That is the perfect angle that you want, because all you gotta do now is intercept that ball. Now I actually did it a little bit late there, so my angle could have been slightly better, but that's the basic idea of how to do a Titans chip. There we go. It's definitely one of the easier tricks to do in this game once you get it down, but it's also one of the easiest ones to screw up when you're in a heated battle. So be sure to practice it a lot in a trained environment. Now real quick, let's talk a little bit about troubleshooting because there's a few things that could go wrong. First up, if Boom Boom does not react the right way, and he just kind of swats it away or kicks it away like that, then it's possible that your angle may have been a little bit too shallow. And likewise, if Boom Boom is already there and catching the ball directly off of the wall, kind of, not like that, kind of like that. That means you didn't release the L chip early enough. You did the L chip too close to the wall. Now one thing I did notice, if you accidentally release it too late, so you're closer to the 12-yard line compared to the 44-yard line, you want to be farther away from the 18-yard line. So it kind of looks like a diagonal angle. So if you release it here, you could be pretty close to the 18-yard line. If you release it farther away, you want to be a little bit lower. And of course, once you get comfortable doing it at the bottom, you should always practice it on all four corners, so the bottom, the top, and on the home field as well. And of course, be sure to practice it with all the characters that you're on. If you're on a speedy wing or a power type shooter or striker, be sure to get a feel for how the chip differs depending on the characters that you play. Alright, so hopefully that was helpful, and now you should be able to do the Titans chip. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about this format where I'm in front of the TV with a little bit more like classroom, instructional, point and click kind of stuff. It's definitely something that I've wanted to do for a while, and if you guys like it, I'm sure it won't be the last time that we see it. Alright, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time.